Johar everyone. Article 243G of our constitution mandates that panchayats should have their self-governance. And it is very important even for the panchayats to have their own citizen charter, and they should deliver services to the citizens of the panchayat with this motive and with an objective that all the citizens of the panchayats get their services which they are entitled to in right time, in right manner, and they also have a grievance officer whom they can report to if the services are not delivered timely. With this intent, Citizen Charter for Panchayat has been rolled out as a campaign Meri Panchayat Mera Adhikar Jan Sevaएं Hamare Dwar. The main objective of this campaign is to come up with a citizen charter for panchayats wherein the panchayat and the citizen of the panchayat themselves sit down in the Gram Sabhas and they roll out what are the facilities they want to be available in their panchayats, how it has to be rolled out, and what to do if they are not getting the services on time. So let's begin with the presentation. Main objective of Citizen for Panchayat is to empower citizens through transparent and effective delivery of public services like certificates, license, permissions, sanitation, administrative governance, street lighting, development and public welfare, community assets, COVID, public health measures, public library, taxation, road connectivity, drinking water supply, digital services. Framework required to ensure timely delivery of services at grassroots. It would also ensure good governance, transparency, accountability, and responsiveness in the panchayat. Provide opportunity for grievance redressal mechanism when expected standards in service delivery are not met. Citizen Charter is effective because standards of service offered by panchayats are being prepared by the citizen themselves, open and transparent, and it is empowering the citizen. If somebody is not getting the services on time in the right quality and at the right time, they can always go ahead and complain to the grievance officer. This is the portal panchayatcharter.nic.in where you can find all the guidelines, all the SOPs from here. One facilitator for each panchayat, and his main function would be to carry out the campaign in Gram Panchayat from 1st July to 15th August 2021 and to train the panchayat functionaries, coordinate with participating line departments, facilitate Gram Sabha for approval of citizen charter, ensure that people come, especially the vulnerable section, they do join the Gram Sabhas, and at the end they have to submit the report regarding the Gram Sabha for approval of citizen charter, and once it is approved, the facilitator has to upload the approved citizen charter to the portal. Training module for the facilitator is available in the portal, and let's see the process of creating citizen charter. First, it begins with definition of GP vision and mission, where GP wants to see itself after 5-10 years, what are the services it is imparting currently and how it wants to extend it. Every year, this same process shall be followed and the citizen charter would be amended accordingly. Then second point would be to identify services provided by GP, decide service standard, timeline, fees, nominal fees so that the operation and maintenance cost can be met. Then decide grievance redressal mechanism. If there is someone who is not getting timely services, whom should he report and what should be the timeline. Then finalize the charter after consulting stakeholders, talking to the different line departments, and then the Gram Sabha would come up with a resolution and accept it as the citizen charter for that Gram Panchayat. A detailed template has been prepared by NIRD and MOPR and it is available in the portal for reference. Here we can see the portal for Panchayat Charter, that is panchayatcharter.nic.in. Here you shall be able to find all the important documents like citizen charter PPT, user manual. In order to log in, you have to click on login. All the users have been created. I have logged in as State Nodal Officer. As State Nodal Officer, I have provisions for creating Nodal Officer for district, department Nodal Officers, manage the services which are supposed to be delivered, services of Panchayat, and send advisory to Panchayat. Here we can create the Nodal Officers and we have already created the nodal officers. And if you want to edit, we can click on this button, edit button, and then we can edit and update it. Similarly, we need to create department nodal officers. We have to click on create nodal officers and select the department. Here similarly, for creating department nodal officer, you need to click on department nodal officers and click on create nodal officers. Select the department, put the name, designation, mobile number, email ID, and if you want to appoint more than one nodal officer, you can click on add and add it. Then we need to see the services master. These are the services which have already been defined by the ministry, and in case state wants to add some more service, then it can select from here drop down and like say COVID related some service government is providing, say testing, COVID test. Then the state can define it. Services to Panchayat. Next, coming to services of Panchayat, you have to click on services of Panchayat, name of the service, birth certificate, sector name. You have to select the sector from here. Select the department. Where then select the department. Panchayat as owner of service, yes or no. Whether the certificate is being issued by the Panchayat itself, yes or no. Panchayat as service stakeholder, yes or no. Service delivered online, yes or no. Now I have logged in as district nodal officer. From here I can appoint nodal officers for the block. I can also appoint facilitators from here. You can select the block and then select the Panchayat. As we all know, same Panchayat secretary is given duty of more than one Gram Panchayat, then you can tick from here. Here again, from district nodal officer, we can add departmental nodal officers. Click on department nodal officers, select the department, put their names and then save it. Here I have logged in as block nodal officer. Here again I need to appoint the department nodal officers. Select 2 in that case. Then put the name, designation, mobile number, email and save. Here I have logged in with the facilitator ID. From facilitator module, you can schedule Gram Sabha. Click on schedule Gram Sabha. Select, since I have assigned this facilitator with 2 GPs, so I'll get 2 drop down here. I can select the GP and select the date. And save it. If you want to change the date, then you can click on this action and change the date and update it accordingly. Coming to the charter feedback, you have to click, the facilitator has to click here, and there are various actions that he can perform, like citizen charter prepared. If it is prepared, then you can click on tick. Gram Sabha meeting held, yes or no. If it is was held, then the date has to be specified here. The date has to be selected. Citizen charter approved, yes or no. You have to click here. You have to enter the names, details of the frontline officials who attended the Gram Sabha. Services offered by Gram Panchayat, whether it was discussed or not, yes or no. Timelines for delivery of services discussed and agreed, yes or no. Feedback of Gram Sabha on citizen charter. He has to type down the details here and then save it. So that's it. It's a very simple software. It has been made with this simplicity because the panchayat secretaries are not that tech savvy, and it's plain and simple. They can very easily enter the data. And thank you everyone.